How is it going, guys? It's Nutshell here, and today I'm going to show you how you can make millions of rubles every couple of hours within the game using only 2 barter trades. So if that sounds good, then make sure to subscribe down below and I'll keep you up to date with all of the Tarkov news, including any of the updates that will come out, as well as all of the content regarding the game with various different loot runs, that sort of stuff. So if that's good, then make sure to like the video as well. So with that being said, how did we actually make so much money, and can you do it? Well, yes is the answer, and especially considering that Tarkov PVE has been out for a little while, or if you're coming new to PVE in the future, you will be able to make your way towards these 2 barter trades, and they primarily feature around 2 of the items that I've been using, and pretty much the only barter trades that I use at this moment in time that yield really good results. I'll mention a couple of others that are available earlier on that you can do, and hopefully those will make you a decent amount of money. They probably make anywhere from like 500k to slightly more, depending on the time of day and when you're buying things, when you use the other ones. So they're useful if you want to make even more money. But the first item that we're going to get into is, of course, a Jaeger barter. And this is for the SICC case. Now, the SICC case itself used to be about 4 million when there was an event going on in PvE where everyone could get yourself a SICC case. But luckily, people like SICC cases. They're very useful. You can put a ton of stuff in. They're better than docs cases, and so they're very sought after. So that means that if we have a look at the price of one of these, 7.3 million at this moment in time. But what's great about this is this barter trade is nowhere near 7.3 million. And even when you factor in the flea commission, you're still making millions. So if we look at the paracord, I'm not going to use stuff that I already own just as a thing to showcase how much money we make. We're not going to use the 2 of each or 10 of the nails that we've actually got. So I'll buy the full amount and you can see how much we made at the end of it and how long it took to actually do those things. So in terms of getting yourself all of the items you need for the SICC case, 12 paracords, you need 15 duct tapes, 15 tapes and 15 nails, so pretty easy to actually pick up. And in terms of the paracords, they cost anywhere from 290 to 340, and in order for us to actually get these, we're just going to buy a ton. So then we're up to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we do a refresh, see if we pick up any more cheaper, do another refresh, pick up another one, and we do another refresh, and we just pick up as many of these as we can. Sometimes you get these messages when you're trying to purchase multiple things, but we should now be in the region of having enough. So if we go to the actual SICC case, if we go over, we go to filter, this is an easier way of seeing the barter itself. So if we go over here, and then we purchase, how many paracords have we got? So we've got plenty more paracords than is needed. Probably actually bought too many. So yeah, we've definitely bought too many. We've got 4 more. So that's about 1.2 million that we've got in just normal paracords that we overbought for. But we use them in another trade, so it's not a problem. And I'll factor that into the cost of how much it's actually cost us. So now we need to go ahead and buy some nails. So if we go back to the barter, and we'll do duct tapes actually. So 15, pick up all of these, and then another 3. That picks us up to 15. And we do the same with the tapes. Cool, so we picked up all the tapes, and now it's just the nails. So we need 15 of these as well. So let's pick up all of these, and then we can go for the lower price ones. So now we've got the entire thing. If we go to the SICC case to double check that we have indeed not used any of our own, go to rubles, go to barter trades, and there we go. So nails wise, we've got plenty of extra nails. So that is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's the 10 that we already had, and then of course we got more than enough of everything else that we didn't already have. So 2 of the duct tape, we got 2 of the normal tapes, and then we got 4 extra paracords than we needed, but either way, now we can purchase, and we hand over. And now we've got ourselves a SICC case. Bearing in mind we also spent 1.2 million where we didn't need to. As you can see, we've got 6 paracords now, and of course all of the rest of them. Now we go to sell the SICC case. So someone's undercut by 270k. That will definitely sell. So we are going to hit at 7.1 million. And our flea commission 547k brings it down to 6.6 well, call it 6.5 million for the flea commission and the actual money that we got back from doing this trade. So super simple. List that one up and hopefully the bottom one will sell. And then whilst we're waiting for that to sell, of course, we would have had ourselves a lot more money if I didn't waste money on paracords. We go over to Therapist. Therapist has a money case. This is probably the quickest and easiest trade that you could possibly do. So if we buy those 2 Submariner gold wristwatches and we buy 2 skull rings, and then we go ahead and buy 5 gold chains. Obviously, I've got enough to do it, but once again, we're going to buy them just to show you, and then we deal. We will now have ourselves a fresh money case, which is worth 1.15 million. So we can list that one up for 1.1, and that should sell pretty quickly. So that means within a little bit of time, we've already made a ton of money. So 5 gold chains is approximately about 125k. Plus the 2 Submariner wristwatches is about another 105k, so call it 230k that we spent, plus another 200k from the skull rings, so 430k that we spent, and we sold it for 1.1 million, and yeah, pretty crazy, and it sold pretty much instantly. So the money cases definitely worth doing. Probably made about 600k in about 30 seconds, so I don't think you'll find that anywhere else. And of course then you have a couple of other honourable mentions whilst we're waiting for the SICC case to sell. So honourable mentions are the items case. This requires 10 ophthalmoscopes. I can never say that, but yeah, you need 10. You can do 6, so let's call it costs you 100k per one, which is pretty conservative as you can pick them up for cheaper. So that's $1 million right there. And then you need 25 meds. Meds are about 35 to 40k, so let's call it 40k. So if we were to pick up a ton of meds, let's call it 45, and then we needed 25 of them, so another $1 million. So you spent about 2 million on actually doing the barter trade itself. And then how much does a items case actually sell for? 2.75 million. So you can sell that, and it's really, really good. And whilst we're waiting for it, we might as well do it. So we bought everything. We bought the exact amount this time because we didn't have anything already. So now we can buy that. And then we go and list it up for 2.7 million. So cost us in the region of about 1.9 million, something like that, to purchase all of that, which is pretty good. And then it has pretty much instant sold. So yeah, pretty crazy. We'll wait for the SICC case to sell as well before we actually claim all of the money, and you can see it all in one go. I'll join you back once we've actually done that. But I guess in the meantime, actually, I'll show you another one that you can do to make a bit more money. So this is a lower level requirement. It is the mechanic weapons case, and it's not the one for the bitcoins. That is crazy pricing. But the normal weapons case is about 3.2 million. And what you can do is pick up 8 motors, which sitting around 80k. So you're spending about 650k on motors. So not too bad. You need yourself 15 wires, which if we were to just buy 15 wires, 550k. Let's buy the motors. Cool, we've bought those, and then I'll buy the 4 LCDs and an Acer, which is about 100k roughly. Yeah, there we go. And so we bought all of those, and we click deal, and we've just made some money. So now we go and we list up the weapons case. We'll list it for 3.1 million, pay 122k in flea commission. and we sell it. The SICC case still hasn't just yet sold, so I'll show you another item. If you have got Therapist level 4, you can pick up Labs Access keycards for 166k and sell them for 230k instantly, super quick, and there you go. We can click yes and sell them straight away for literally about 60k profit, so not too bad in that regard. And we need to make sure that we don't sell the one that we already had. And there we go, we pay barely any commission. So we have managed to sell absolutely everything, and now I'll go and claim the money. We'll make a bit of space by just moving stuff into some of the areas so that we aren't filled up with crap. But yeah, we'll see how much money we can actually make. I'll drop over some of those paracords. Of course, 1.2 million added on to the total if you don't remember, and then we will do a full total breakdown of how much we spent versus how much we made back. So if we go over and do the ragman, we receive all of that, and there we go, we're up to 409 million. And if we go to the flea, we won't have any of those items still selling. So that is how much we actually made from the actual trading with those items. So super simple, super quick, and probably one of the easiest ways that you can make money on Tarkov without doing basically anything. If you enjoyed this video, make sure that you like it, and of course check out some of the other videos on the channel that should be on screen right now, and I will see you there. Goodbye.